I Hawa Singh, teacher of English. Today I am going to discuss the tenses. Tenses, you are doing tenses from the very beginning. Don't think that tenses are easy. They are not difficult also. But never take the tenses lightly. Without tenses, you cannot speak correct. Without tenses, you cannot understand the meaning of the sentence properly. So, be particular and careful for learning the tenses. Now, definition of tenses. The term tense denotes the form of a verb which shows the time at which an action happens. So, the tense shows two things: the time of the action, state expressed by the verb. Two things are time and the state of the verb. Look at the following sentences. It will make more clear to you. Radhika goes to school, present tense. Radhika went to school, past tense. Radhika will go to school, this is future tense. From tense, we can understand the correspondence between the form of the verb and the concept of time. Past, present, future. Concept of time is universal. Past, present and future. Time and tense are not the same thing. See and listen carefully. Time and tense, they are different things. They are not the same thing. Time is a universal concept. It has three divisions: past, present and future. Tense is related only to the verb. Next. Each of the three tenses has been subdivided into four parts to show at what stage an action takes place. Tense: present, past, future. Present tense divided into four parts. In the same way, past and future also. Present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. In the same way, past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous tense. Future, future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous tense. Now I tell you present indefinite. I sing means first form of the verb is used. Present continuous, I am singing. Present participle form is used. And present perfect, I have sung. Third form with have, past form it means. And perfect continuous, I have been singing. Singing have been with present participle. Past indefinite, I sang, second form of the verb. I was singing. Continuous tense means past continuous. And past perfect, I had sung. And past perfect continuous tense, I had been singing. In the same way, future tense has also been divided into four parts. Future indefinite, I shall sing. Future continuous, I shall be singing. And future perfect tense, I shall have sung. Future perfect continuous, I shall have been singing. Now we are taking up the present tense. Means simple present tense it is. Simple present tense or present indefinite. if you understand simple present or present indefinite well, then I think more than 50 or 50% problem is solved. All the tenses will be clear on the basis of it. Formation of sentences in simple present tense, simple present or present indefinite. Why it is indefinite? Because the time is not definite. Therefore, it is called indefinite. Formation of sentences. Four types of sentences are there. Kinds. Number one, simple sentence, that is affirmative. Number two, negative sentence, then interrogative sentence, then interrogative negative sentence. First is simple sentence, that is affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentence means that is not negative, which affirms something. It is in the formation of affirmative sentence, base verb means first form of the verb. First form of the verb means base verb is used with I, we, you, they, and with plural names. Plural names as a subject which are used. I, we, first person singular and plural. You, second person. They, third person plural, and third person plural names. I, we, you, they, and plural names, only first form of the verb is used. Then, in simple sentence, base verb plus subject or s or es. Base verb plus s or es means first form with s or es is used with third person singular pronoun he, she, it, and plus third person singular names. Just as third person singular he, she, it, and third person singular names, any name, Mohan, Sohan, Radhika, Sonia, like this. Only first form of the verb is used. Now, if this point is clear to you, just as the personal pronouns you should know, first person, second person, third person. First person, I, we. Second person, only you. Third person, he, she, it, singular. And third person plural, they, their, them. In the same way, first person, I, my, me. First person, subjective case या nominative case. My is possessive case. Me is objective case. Plural, first person, we, our, us. And second person, you, your, you. Like this, you should know the personal pronouns and their cases. The cases which are used as a subject, they are called nominative cases or subjective cases, possessive cases, objective cases. They are plural also and singular also. I is singular, we plural. You is always used as plural. He, she, it, singular third person. They, their, them, plural third person. Now, the formation of negative sentence in present indefinite or simple present tense. Do not plus first form of the verb, that is base verb. Base verb means first form of the verb. First form of the verb with do not is used with I, we, you, they. I, you, they, we. Plus plural names. I, you, they, we. And does not plus first form of the verb, that is base verb, is used with third person singular he, she, it, and third person singular names. In interrogative sentences, subject is used before interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence, do or does in the beginning of the sentence, then subject, then base verb, then object, then sign of interrogation. Now interrogative negative, do or does plus subject, then not plus base verb plus object, then sign of interrogation. Now in this way, in interrogative sentences, helping verb do or does comes in the beginning of the sentence before the subject, and then not in negative sentence. If it is not negative, then no problem. Then base verb means first form of the verb, then object, then sign of interrogation. Examples. See the examples. The teacher teaches a lesson. The teacher is third person plural. Sorry, the teacher is third person singular and teaches base verb plus es. Teaches, teach first form, teaches, a lesson is object. The teacher teaches a lesson. With third person singular, first form is used with s or es in simple sentences. The teacher does not teach a lesson. This is negative sentence. Teacher does not teach a lesson. Does is used with third person singular. Not, that is negative sentence. Interrogative sentence is, does the teacher teach a lesson? Does the teacher teach a lesson? Means the teacher is subject, teach is verb, a lesson is object. You should know what is subject, what is verb, what is object also side by side. Try to understand. Subject is the doer of the verb, teach is verb, a lesson, what work is being done. Does the teacher teach a lesson? Interrogative negative sentences are framed like this, and last sentence I am telling you, does the teacher not teach a lesson? Uses of simple present tense. The simple present tense is used, number 1, to express habitual actions, daily routine or customs. Example is, I go to school daily. He gets up at 4 a.m. daily. This tense is used mainly for habitual actions. The following adverbs or adverbial phrases are used for it. Usually, generally, occasionally, always, often, never, ever, on Sundays. Now number 2. Simple present tense is used to express general or universal truths. Ice melts at 0 degrees Celsius. The earth moves around the sun. The sun rises in the east. These are universal facts. Number 3. Simple present tense is used to express a permanent state. My house faces north. It means this is the permanent state and this state cannot be changed. This condition cannot be changed. NH1 leads to Amritsar National Highway 1 leads to Amritsar. This is permanent state. Number 4. Simple present tense is used to express exclamatory sentences also, or in exclamatory sentences sometimes just like the sentences which begin with here and there, just like here comes the bus, exclamation. There she hides, sign of exclamation, means exclamatory sentences with that. Simple present tense is used to express certain fact that is true at the time of speaking. Our school opens at 10 a.m. these days. This is this is fact, but it is true only at the time of speaking. The school time can be changed in future. Next condition is, or where simple indefinite tense or simple present tense is used, it is used in subordinate clauses beginning with if and when. If you request him, he will help you. When you go there, try to meet him. If you work hard, you will pass. Now, simple present tense is used in imperative sentences also, just as let us go to the canteen for a cup of tea. Shut the door, obey your teachers, please give me a glass of water, shall I open the window? These are imperative sentences and simple present tense is used here. To indicate a planned future, action or series of actions when they refer to a journey. Example is, she comes here tomorrow. Our examination commences on Sunday. Our examination commences on next Monday. The aeroplane flies for London next week. We leave Delhi at 9 a.m. and reach Mumbai at 3 p.m. Simple present tense is used in narrative events in dramatic way. Is used for to express narrative events in dramatic way. The sound of firing is harsh. The hero is seen lying dead on the stage. Lights are switched off. Simple present tense is used in running commentaries also on sports events. In running commentaries on sports events like this, Rohit passes the ball to Mohit. Ranveer hits the ball straight into the goal. Simple present tense is used to introduce quotations. Our geography teacher says, slow and steady wins the race. This is the statement, quotation of a teacher. This is within inverted commas. The principal says, hard work is the key to success. This is also a statement of the principal. Statement means quotation. Now next tense is coming, that is present continuous. Present indefinite or simple present tense we have completed. You must go through it properly and see, try to understand. If you do not understand present indefinite, then next tenses will also be will also not be understood by you. Now present continuous tense. Present continuous, the work is going on at the time in present tense. Formation of sentences. Simple sentence is formed like this, that is affirmative sentence. Subject plus subject, helping verb is or am plus base verb. Base verb means first form of the verb, ing, and object. Subject, helping verb is or am, first form with ing, and object. The simple sentence formation is there. Affirmative sentence is formed. In present continuous tense, helping verb is or am used. Is or am are used. And structure of the sentence is subject, helping verb, first form plus ing, and object. In negative sentences, subject is or am one of them, then negative sentence is not, then first form plus ing, base verb means first form, then object. Interrogative sentence is, am, are, one of them, before the subject, then S stands for subject, then base verb plus ing, it means first form with ing, then object, then sign of interrogation. Interrogative negative sentence, it is both interrogative also, question also, and negative also. Is, am, are, one of them, helping verb, then subject, then not, then base verb plus ing plus object, then sign of interrogation. Now some rules for present continuous tense. With third person singular pronouns, with third person singular subjects, is helping verb is used. Third person singular subjects are he, she, it, and singular noun or singular name. Note it carefully. Third person singular subjects, third person singular nouns, only is helping verb is used, third person singular. With first person plural and second person and third person plural are helping verb is used, and they are first person plural, second person and third person plural are you, they, and with first person singular, am helping verb is used. That is, first person singular is I. Now, examples. Birds are flying in the sky. Birds plural subject are flying in the sky, present continuous tense. She is not weeping. She, third person singular, is helping verb is used. They are sleeping, third person plural, are helping verb is used. Verb first plus ing. They are reading a story. Now, usage of present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is used for an action that is in progress at the time of speaking. For an action that is in progress means that is going on at the time of speaking. Example is, she is reading a newspaper, the boy is singing a song, the players are playing football, I am reading a letter. For an action means present continuous tense is used for an action that is in progress and will continue in future. It may not be going on at the time of speaking. For an action that is in progress and will continue in future for the future time also, it may not be going on at the time of speaking. Just like he is learning French. He is learning French, it is not condition that at this time he is learning. He may be learning in the morning, he may be learning in future, he may be learning tomorrow also. Learning is going on at any time. He is learning French. My neighbor is writing a grammar book of English. It is not necessary that he is at the time of speaking he is writing, but writing is going on. My neighbor is writing a grammar book of English. Now, third use of present continuous tense is, it is used to describe an action that is planned to take place in near future. The time of action must be mentioned in this case. Just like my father is meeting them tomorrow, means he is going to meet, means he will meet. It is going to happen in future, but my father is meeting them tomorrow, it is planned. Therefore, it can be used. She is not coming here on Monday. She is not coming here on Monday, and it is used to express, present continuous tense is used to express this approval of a persistent habit or something done again and again. Persistent habit, permanent, continuous, going on. We generally use adverbs such as always, constantly, repeatedly. Example is, he is continually watching movies. on TV. Continually means continuously watching movies on TV. He is always going, sorry, he is always doing one mistake or the other. You are repeatedly making the same mistake. They are constantly changing their statements. The following verbs, now be particular about them. The following verbs are not normally used in the present continuous tense, and many people they are using them. That is wrong. And the students, you are particular because we are the student of English, and we must be particular about it. So you will have to learn it, remember it. Verbs of senses, they are not used in present continuous tense. See, hear, smell, notice, recognize. Verbs of emotions, want, desire, love, hate, forgive, like, dislike, etc. Now, verbs expressing possession, have, own, belong, possess. Verbs of thinking, think, feel, know, mean, realize, understand, suppose, believe, remember, forget, expect, etc. These verbs normally they are not used in present continuous. Now verbs like seem, appear, contain, consist, keep, etc. These verbs are used in simple present tense. Simple present tense means present indefinite. Now we are taking up the next tense, that is present perfect tense, where the action is found complete, work is found complete, that is the present perfect. Perfect means complete, present means present tense. Formation of sentences in present perfect tense. Simple present, simple sentence or affirmative sentence. Subject plus has or have. Third form of the verb, that is third form of the verb means past participle and object. Subject, has or have, past participle plus object. This is the simple sentence. Now negative sentence, subject plus has or have, then not, then past participle, then object. Interrogative sentence, has or have in the beginning, then subject, then past participle, then object, then sign of interrogation. Number 4, interrogative negative sentence, has or have, then subject, then not, past participle means third form of the verb, then object is used, then sign of interrogation. Note, helping verb, has is used, or two verbs are used, helping verbs are used, has or have. Where has is used, where have is used. Listen carefully. Helping verb has is used with third person singular. With third person singular has. Third person singular subjects. He, she, it. That is the singular name plus singular name also. And have is used with first person, second person, and third person plural subjects. I, we, you, they, and plural names. Now we are going to start the usage of present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used to express an action which has been recently completed. Recently completed, just like she has just left the place. He has finished his work. Number 2, present perfect tense is used for past action whose time is not given. I have been to Agra. I have been to Agra. I have gone to Agra, seen Agra. They have met me before. Time has not been given, but work is complete. Have you cooked the lunch? Now number point 3. With adverbs like, present perfect tense is used with adverbs like already, often, recently, yet, etc. He has read this novel. They have not replied to my letter yet. Now, present perfect tense is used for an action began in the past and is still continuing and is going on at present also, and it was started in the past. They have lived in Delhi for a long time. I have always helped them. He has been ill since Tuesday. Now see the note. The following adverbials are generally used in this tense, just like just, never, ever, so far, till, now. Till now is recently, yet, already, before, before today, this week, this month, or this year, etc. Now we are taking up the next tense, that is present perfect continuous tense. In present perfect, in present tense, work is found complete and still it is going on. This is present perfect continuous tense. Formation of sentences, simple sentence, that is affirmative sentence, has been or have been. Subject, has been or have been, plus base verb ing, since or for is used. Now negative sentence, subject, has not been or have not been, plus first form ing and since or for. Notes. Since is used for point of time, means that is the exact time, correct time, point of time. Just like since 2 o'clock. For is used for period of time, that is for 2 hours, where counting is found. That is, for is used where exact time, correct time, point of time is given, just like 2 o'clock, since is used. Now, interrogative sentence, has or have, then subject plus been, base verb plus ing, since or for plus interrogation. Has or have before subject, then been, then first form ing, since or for, then sign of interrogation. Now, interrogative negative sentence, has or have according to the subject, then subject, then not, then been, base verb plus ing, since or for, then sign of interrogation. Now see the example and make the point clear. It has been raining for 2 hours. Where has is been used and where have is used, it has been told in present perfect tense. It has been, third person singular, has been raining for 2 hours. 2 hours counting is there. He has not been doing this work since noon. He has not been doing this work since noon. Noon is the point of time. Therefore, since is used. He has been flying a kite since 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, there is a difference between 2 o'clock and 2 hours. Knowingly, I have written it. 2 hours is counting for aega and 2 o'clock is point of time. Has the farmer been watering the fields since morning? Since morning, since noon, since last night, since 1960, since is used. She has not been dancing for an hour. Now, where we are using perfect continuous tense, then now we are going to see the usage of present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense is used, number 1, to describe an action which began in the past and is still going on. This is the use of present perfect continuous tense. The action started in the past and still it is going on. It has been hailing since morning. The farmers have been plowing their fields since 9 o'clock, point of time is given. The laborers have been working For last 2 hours, here counting is there, therefore for is used. He has been teaching for 10 years. Now, present perfect continuous tense is used to express an action which has already been finished. The gardener has been watering the plants, but is not doing so now. Now see carefully and try to think for the sentence. The gardener has been watering the plants. It means at present time he is not doing, but work is going on. She has been working. There, the gardener. She has been working all the gardener has been, she has been working all the day. I have been working in the field. Now past tense. Past tense also has 4 parts. Past simple means past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous. First of all, we are taking up simple past tense, that is past indefinite tense. How the sentences are formed. Formation of sentences. Number 1, simple sentence or affirmative sentence. Subject plus second form of the verb, that is the past form plus object. Subject, second form of the verb plus object. This is simple sentence formation. Now negative sentence. In negative sentences, subject plus did not plus base verb. Base verb means first form of the verb and object. Now number 3, interrogative sentence. Did in the beginning of the sentence, then subject, then base verb, then object, then sign of interrogation. Number 4, interrogative and negative sentence. Did plus subject plus not plus first form of the verb plus object and then sign of interrogation. In this way, we can form the various or the 4 sentences. Simple sentence, negative sentence, interrogative sentence and interrogative negative sentence. Example you can see carefully. He sang a song. Second form of the verb in simple sentence with all subjects. In simple sentences of past indefinite tense or simple past tense, only second form of the verb is used with all subjects, all types of subjects, whether they are singular or plural. He sang a song, singular. The children played football, second form, children plural. She wrote a letter, singular, second form of the verb. Now, negative sentences are found like this. He did not sing a song. Did not plus first form of the verb. They did not play football. Did not plus play, that is first form of the verb. I did not write a letter with I did not plus first form of the verb, a letter. Did you show me your homework? This is interrogative sentence. Did you show me your homework? Did before the subject in the beginning of the sentence, then subject, then verb, then object me, your homework. Did she give you the message? Did she give you the message? Did in the beginning of the sentence before the subject, she is verb, give first form of the verb, did plus first form of the verb, interrogative sentence, sign of interrogation at the end of the sentence is used. Did they attend the school yesterday? Did they attend the school yesterday? See carefully, it is very much clear. Did she not apply for leave? Did she not apply for leave? Did you not meet your friend? The tense is very easy. Now in emphatic sentences, emphatic where sentence is conditional or emphatic where emphasis is laid. Did is also used to lay emphasis to pressurize something. I did try to solve the question. I did try to solve the question but was not able to solve it. Did in this way, it is not negative sentence, it is not interrogative sentence, but did is used here. I did try means emphasis has been laid here. I did try. She did sing, but not with a will. Uses of simple past tense. Where simple past tense is used, it is used, number one, to indicate an action that was completed in the past. Means simple past tense is used where action is completed in the past. I went to Delhi yesterday. I went, second form, yesterday, work is complete. They met us 3 days ago. I wrote a letter to her last week. I wrote a letter to her last week. Number two, simple past tense is used without adverbials of time. Without adverbials of time also. His father congratulated him on his brilliant success. No adverbial of time, yesterday, last week, like this. Without adverbials of time also, the second form verb is used and this is past simple past tense or past indefinite. Their team won the match. Their Their spelling should be corrected and the spelling is wrong. Sorry. Their Their, their team won the match. One second form. This is simple past tense. And simple past tense is used, number three, to express an activity in the past. Monica studied for 3 hours. This is simple past tense. He swam for half an hour. Simple past tense. I talked 5 minutes with him. I talked 5 minutes with him. This is simple past tense. Talked, swam, studied. These are second form of the verb. And this is simple past tense. Number four, simple past tense is used to express a habitual or regular action in the past. A habitual or regular action in the past. I always got up at 4 a.m. I always, this is habit. He worked in his garden every Sunday. Every Sunday means every word is used there. Therefore, it is habit. My mother visited the temple every day. Next. Number 5. To express conditional clauses. Simple past tense is used to express conditional sentences or conditional clauses. If I went to Mumbai, I would meet him. If I went to Mumbai, I would meet him. This is past conditional sentence. If he accepted my advice, he would overcome his difficulty. If he accepted my advice, second form, he would overcome his difficulty. You should see this is a conditional sentence. Second form is there, then in the next part of the sentence, a would is used. If he accepted my advice, he would overcome his difficulty. If he worked hard, he would pass. The sixth use of simple past tense is, simple past tense is used with the verbs of knowing, understanding, etc. are generally used in simple past tense in time. The verbs of knowing, understanding, etc. are generally used in simple past tense in time clauses. As soon as He understood his mistake. He begged for excuse. When he perceived his brother's influence, when he perceived his brother's indifference, indifference or influence, no matter, he left his house. As soon as I reached the station, the train steamed off. This is another sentence. As soon as I reached the station, the train steamed off. No sooner did I reach the station than train steamed off. Now see the formation. As soon as I reached the school, the bell rang. No sooner did I reach the school than the bell rang. These four sentences specially I have written for you. I am speaking here, and the structure or the formation of the sentences must be understood well. One is just as soon as I reach the station, this is not negative. No sooner did I reach first form, the station, then is used. Then train steamed off. See carefully. Now we are taking up the past continuous tense, that is the next one of past tense. Formation of sentences in the past continuous tense is simple sentence or affirmative sentence, subject plus was or verb plus present participle means base verb plus ing plus object. Now negative sentences, subject was or verb plus not plus base verb plus ing plus object. Number 3, interrogative sentence, was or verb plus subject base verb plus ing means first form plus ing and object plus sign of interrogation. Now fourth sentence is interrogative negative sentence. Interrogative negative sentence is was or verb, then subject, then not, then base verb plus ing, then object, then sign of interrogation. These are the formations of four kinds of sentences. Now, examples. I was writing a letter. You should know with singular was is verb, was helping verb is used, and with plural were helping verb is used. I singular, I was writing a letter. They were robbing a bank. She was singing a song. The train was not running at full speed. The boys were not talking. Sorry, the boys were not taking a test in English. Taking a test, you can underline this and you can note it. The boys were not taking a test in English. She was not crying. They were not solving the sums. Were the animals grazing in the fields? Now, was he plucking the flowers? Interrogative sentence. Was Ravi not playing? Interrogative sentence. Was she not always taunting him? Interrogative sentence. Were they not laughing at him? Now this is past continuous tense, and in past continuous tense, was helping verb is used with singular subjects and were helping verb is used with plural subjects and first form plus ing. Now usage of past continuous tense. The past continuous tense is used to express the action that was happening in the past at the time of speaking. The old man was crying at the top of his voice. See, the boys were not making a noise in the past, means this activity or this action was taking place in the past. She was playing in the garden when he came. Now, second use of past continuous tense is past continuous tense is used to express an action in progress at some point of time in the past when another event took place. I was watching TV when he came. Now see the combination of the tenses. I was watching TV. This is past continuous tense. When he came, this is second form of the verb. This is simple past tense. Now see carefully. She was reading a novel when the doorbell rang. Note it carefully. Was reading a novel when the doorbell rang, second form of the verb. She was sleeping when her father came from his office. Now simple past tense, past continuous tense is used to describe two or more actions going on at the same time. Past continuous tense is used to describe two or more actions going on at the same time. While bathing, my sister was washing clothes. While bathing, my sister was washing clothes. It means two or more actions are going on, means two actions. She was taking bath also and she was washing clothes also. While he was doing homework, his brother was listening to songs. And while he was sleeping, his mother was preparing breakfast. Yes, now we are going to start past perfect tense. Past perfect tense where the work is found complete in the past. Formation of sentences in simple sentences, that is affirmative sentences, subject plus had plus third form of the verb, that is past participle plus object. It means had helping verb is used with all subjects and third form of the verb is used. Now in negative sentences, subject had not plus third form of the verb plus object. Number 3, in interrogative sentences, had is used in the beginning of the sentence or before the subject, then subject comes, then third form the verb is used, then sign of object and sign of interrogation. Object has not been written here. You know it well. You must have understood the structure of sentences. Now, number 4, interrogative negative sentence. Had, then subject, then not, third form of the verb, then object and sign of interrogation. Now example, you see carefully. I had taken my lunch. Had taken, third form of the verb. He had never seen such a terrible sight before. Had never seen, seen third form, had. She had completed her home task before. My mother had already cooked the food. He had not travelled by the train till then. He had not taken his lunch. She had not read this book before. He had not been to Agra. Had she gone to school? Had you reached the station before the train steamed off? Now, note, if two actions are found in the past tense, note carefully, if two actions are found in past tense, for the first action or past perfect tense, for the first action, had plus third form of the verb is used, and the action which takes place later on, second form of the verb is used. For the first action, had plus third form of the verb, and for the second action, second form of the verb is used, means simple past tense. Interrogative sentences, please. Had he not taken his breakfast? Had she not seen you before? Had he not left when you came? Now, usage of past perfect tense. Past perfect tense is used, number 1, to express an action completed before another action took place. To express an action completed before another action took place. When she came to me, I had posted the letter. When she came to me, I had posted the letter. I had posted the letter, it means this work or this action took place first, earlier, and later on she came. Therefore, the action which takes place on the second stage, their second form of the verb is used. The match started before I reached the playground. The match had started before I reached the playground. The train had stopped when we entered the school. Next point is past perfect tense is used in a simple sentence. We in past perfect tense, in a simple sentence, we never use the past perfect tense unless it has the word still, never, already, till, since, etc. She had not left before I came. I had never seen a line before. There is a mistake. I had never seen a line. Here in place of I, it should be I. I had never seen a line before. The examination had not begun till Monday. Mahesh had already taken his meal. I had not seen him since his sister's death. Now, third point is past perfect tense is used to express an unfulfilled action or unfulfilled wish in the past. If he had worked hard, he would have passed. Or if she had worked hard, she would have passed. This is. If you had come in time, we would have taken you with us. I wish I had won the election. I wish I had accepted the job. I wish I had appeared in the past. Sorry, I wish I had appeared in the test. Past perfect tense is used to denote an action or event which has been completed before some point of time. To denote an action, to express an action or event which has been completed before some point of time. I had completed some work by afternoon. I had completed stop. I had completed some. Sorry for the transition. I had completed much work by afternoon. All the teachers had come at 8 a.m. We had watered the plants by sunset. In conditional clauses means past perfect tense is used in conditional clauses also. If you had worked hard, you would have passed. If she had not reached late, her boss would not have scolded her. Like this is conditional sentence. It is called perfect conditional. Okay, next. Now, past perfect continuous tense. In past perfect continuous tense, had been plus first form of the verb with ing is used. In simple sentences, subject plus had been plus present participle plus since or for, then object. In negative sentences, subject had not been, then present participle plus since or for plus object. Interrogative sentences, had plus subject plus been plus present participle plus object, sign of interrogation. Number 4, interrogative negative sentences, had plus subject, then not been, then present participle plus object, then sign of interrogation. Examples. We had been waiting here since morning. Monica had been dancing for half an hour. The boys had been making noise for 10 minutes. They had not been playing since morning. Had Savita been learning her lesson for 2 days? Had they not been helping you for years together? For how long had you been waiting for me? Had you been running this hotel since 1950. This is not hotel, this is hostel. Hostel. Had you been running this hostel since 1950? My mother had not been ill since 1984. He had not been sporting his brother for 3 years. Usage of perfect continuous tense. The past perfect continuous tense is used to describe an action which began before the time of speaking in the past. The action either stopped before that time or continued up to it. To describe an action which began before the time of speaking. Now example, the farmer had been plowing since morning. It had not been drizzling since last night. Had you been waiting for me for 2 hours? To express an action that had been going on for some time before another action took place in the past. They had been playing chess for 2 hours when I joined them. Means some time has gone. The China had been hiding the coronavirus for 2 months until it spread all over the world. Sorry, I have committed a mistake in the sentence. He had not been sporting. This sporting spelling SUPPORTING. Correct it please. SUPPORTING. Sporting his brother for 3 years. Now we are taking up the next tense, that is future tense or simple future tense. This is simple future tense, future indefinite, formation of sentences, simple sentence, affirmative sentence, simple sentence or affirmative sentence, subject plus will or shall plus base verb plus object. Shall is used with I and we, that is first person. Will is used with you, he, she, it, they, second and third person. Note, in emphatic sentences, will, that is, in emphatic sentences, will, promise, order, threat, advice, or wish. This is advice, ADVICE, it should be. And with I and we, will is used, and you, he, she, it, and they. Shall helping verb is used. Negative sentence, subject, will not or shall not, base verb plus object. In interrogative sentences, will or shall plus subject plus base verb plus object. In interrogative negative sentences, will, shall plus subject plus not plus base verb plus object. Examples: we shall not see the picture today. They will not come here soon. My father will play football tomorrow. We shall not apply for leave. We shall not ever betray our friends. I shall not accede to your request. They will not go to their houses today. Shall I not ring you up? Who will pay your fee? When will the meeting break up? How shall we solve this sum? Shall we not learn our lesson? Shall we not get these books tomorrow? Will you not dine with us tonight? Now, usage of simple future tense. Simple future tense is used to express determination, promise, intention. Express determination, promise, intention. I shall not apologize, whatever may happen. You shall get a reward if you win the race. He shall be fined if he does not attend classes. Simple future tense is used to express an offer or suggestion. Suggestion: shall I open the door? Which dress shall I wear? These are the examples. Which dress shall I wear? Now, third use of this tense is to express willingness or determination. I will do it myself. I will help you. We will never commit such a mistake again. Now, this tense is used to express the speaker's opinion for something to be done in the future. Verbs which are used for this purpose are believe, know, suppose, think, etc. We think he will reach there in time. They suppose that will never help them. This tense is used, next use of this sentence is, next use of this tense is to express habitual action. They will abuse you again and again. We will go to church daily. This tense is used to express an action that is yet to take place. I shall help him. He will come here tomorrow. Now, next tense comes future progressive or future progressive tense or future continuous tense. Formation of sentences: simple sentence or affirmative sentence. Subject will or shall plus be plus base verb with ing, present participle that is, and object. Negative sentence: subject will not or shall not plus be base verb plus ing plus object. Now, interrogative sentences: will or shall in the beginning of the sentence, then subject is used, then be, then base verb plus ing plus object, then sign of interrogation. Then interrogative negative sentences: will or shall, then subject, not plus be, base verb plus ing plus object. Now, examples you can see: we shall be paying cards. We shall be playing cards. It is we shall be playing cards. Sorry for the mistake. We have written it wrong. You will be celebrating Diwali. Veena will be driving a car. They will not be helping us. The girls will not be sitting quietly. I shall not be misleading him. Will the laborer be cutting down trees? Shall we not be serving our country? Will the flowers be blooming in spring? Who will be weeping at this time tomorrow? Will she not be taking exercise daily? Shall we not be holding a meeting tomorrow in the evening? Sign of interrogation has not been used, you can put it yourself. Uses of future progressive tense. Future continuous or future progressive tense is used to express an event that is expected to take place in the normal course or at some time in the future. Examples: we shall be playing football match on Sunday. The new edition of this book will be coming out shortly. When I reach Mumbai, it will be raining heavily there. The farmers will not be watering the plants at this time. Future perfect tense now. Formation of sentences in future perfect tense, simple sentences, subject, shall or will, have plus past participle plus object. Past participle means third form of the verb, many times we have written already. Now negative sentence, subject plus shall not or will not plus have plus third form of the verb plus object. Then interrogative sentences, will or shall, then subject, then have, past participle, then object, then sign of interrogation. Number 4, interrogative negative sentences, will or shall plus subject, then not plus have plus third form of the verb plus object, then sign of interrogation. Examples are given below. You see carefully. I shall have finished my work before you come. She will have written the letter by then. The girls will have purchased books by Wednesday. The students will have learned their lessons. We shall got up before the sunrise. The sentence we shall have got up before the sunrise. Have got up. We shall have got up before the sunrise. I shall not have written a letter. The gardener will not have watered the plants. I shall not have left this place before 7. The president would not have hoisted the flag. Shall we have washed our clothes? Will the sun have risen? Shall I have finished my work? Will he not have forgotten me by now? Shall I not have taken anything till morning? Will the goldsmith not have made the necklace? Will you not have solved the sums by this time tomorrow? Now, uses of future perfect tense. The future perfect tense is used, number 1. It is used to express an action that is expected to be completed by a certain time in future. They will have reached the station in half an hour. He will have finished his homework by this time. She will have saved a lot of time by now. He will have left for Italy before you go to see him. It is used to express the speaker's belief that something has taken place. I will have known the sermons. She will have read the Macbeth. Future perfect continuous. Now, future perfect continuous tense. Formation of sentences. Simple sentence or affirmative sentence. Subject plus will have been or shall have been plus present participle. Present participle means base verb plus ing, then object or since or for is used. Now in negative sentences, subject plus will not have been or shall not have been plus present participle plus object since or for. Now interrogative sentences, will or shall in the beginning of the sentences, will or shall before the subject, then subject have been plus present participle, then object plus since or for, then sign of interrogation is used. Now in interrogative negative sentence is the same. Before the subject will or shall, then subject not have been, then present participle, object since or for. Now examples are given. You see I am reading and you listen and try to understand please. She will have been reading this book for 10 minutes. Hari will have been playing badminton for 2 hours. The boys will have been playing since 4 p.m. before the teacher comes. Now see the combination before the teacher comes. The rats will have been gnawing at the strings of the nets. The girls will not have been making noise since 10 o'clock. The milk will not have been boiling for half an hour. The cats will not have been mewing for half an hour. Will the principal have been teaching English in the class for 2 weeks? What will the doctors have been doing to save the patient for 4 days? Will you have not been waiting for us at the railway station since 4 o'clock? Shall we have not been enjoying holidays since the 20th of May? Now use of future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense is used to express an action that will have been going on at or before some point of time in the future. Some examples you can note. We shall have been waiting for you for a long time. He will have been weeping since 3 p.m. Will they have been taking the test for a week? The boys will not have been flying kites since noon. Now, in this way, we have completed the future, complete future tense also, though tenses are only eight, that is present complete, past complete, and this is called future time reference. Only with the help of models, the future time is expressed. Now, thank you.